The problem arose when Doreen Rudolph's daughter, Nicole, turned 26 last year. The grad school student was no longer covered under her parents' insurance, which had been able to help them pay for the insulin she's needed since she was diagnosed with juvenile diabetes at age 12. The insurance Nicole could afford for herself left her paying $1,310.87 for a 90-day supply, according to the GoFundMe page Doreen set up. This week, the reality of paying this much to keep her daughter alive made her break down in tears. "I just bought 2 vials of insulin for my daughter, cost me $524, Rudolph wrote on Twitter. With a discount card. All I could buy. I left the pharmacy and sat in my car and cried. I would never tell her this. I'll tell her I was able to get from work because she knows I don't have $. I have love and worry 24/7." The post hit a chord on Twitter, which has retweeted Rudolph's lament almost 12,000 times and liked it almost 32,000 times. At this point, Nicole probably knows what her mother went through. But so do a lot of other people, who have responded to Doreen with questions, tips, and similar stories of how they're struggling to pay for medications, with or without health insurance. "I just bought 2 vials of insulin for my daughter, cost me $524. With a discount card. All I could buy. I left the pharmacy and sat in my car and cried. I would never tell her this. I'll tell her I was able to get from work because she knows I don't have $. I have love and worry 24/7. Buying the Humalog insulin with a discount card is cheaper than buying it through Nicole's insurance," Doreen explained. Even with her job in the urology department at Stony Brook University in Long Island, she has few places to turn for assistance. Some suggested she find a way to get the insulin in Canada or Mexico. Do you live close to the Canadian border? $50 to see the MD, get a RX. It will cost far less to get your insulin here. Others shared information on organizations established to help chronically ill patients afford medication. Doreen, if she's in school, perhaps the school can help. Dang, perhaps her elected officials, church, we even have an organization in Jacksonville could perhaps at least lead you somewhere. It's called Volunteers in Medicine. PM me if I can help. Praying for Y''all. Doreen, I work in the mental health field and have several clients who have problems affording their meds. I found a nonprofit pharmacy online that might be able to help. You and others who are having problems can find them at https://t.co/bserzomgas. Many added to Rudolph's complaint about the system. Outrageous pricing of insulin is holding the health care of patients for ransom, wrote Akrila Martini, a doctor in Louisiana. They are just asking for price controls as this level of greed is not acceptable in healthcare. In recent years, the price of several different types of insulin has risen exponentially, over 1,000% since 1996 for Humalog. This is despite the fact that there are multiple companies making the drug, which by economic logic should drive the price down. The high prices have made some with diabetes attempt to ration out their insulin, which has proved deadly in several tragic cases. Earlier this year, the American Diabetes Association presented its recommendations on how to make insulin affordable to the U.S. Senate's Special Committee on Aging. The ADA called for more transparency in the supply chain for the drug and lowering or removing patient cost sharing for it, while increasing access to health care coverage for all people with diabetes. Many replied to Rudolph to say how little they pay for their medications in other countries, which is not exactly helping her in the short term but may prove inspirational for any activists working to change the American system.